Hey everyone, welcome to another video. So in this video, we'll try and understand how getting a GST registration online is now possible in just 3 days. That's right. In our previous video, we did discuss two major changes which was implemented from 1st November 2025, and one of them was the Simplified GST Registration Scheme. As a continuation of that, the government on 31st October 25 had brought about a notification number 18/25, which has inserted a couple of rules, Rule 9A and Rule 14A, and incorporated that into the GST Act, which will be effectively implemented from 1st November 2025. So as we speak on the GST portal, now under registration, you have two options. One is the normal registration scheme, which is always cumbersome, takes a longer time. And then you have the simplified GST registration scheme, which is now available in just 3 days. Now, let's do a deep dive into this particular scheme and understand more conditions and the practical implications and all that. Well, once you submit the application under the simplified GST registration scheme, your application will be analyzed based on your risk profile. That means you could have a low risk profile, a medium risk profile, or a high risk profile. A low risk profile is basically when you are doing timely compliance under GST, you're filing returns on time, you're paying your GST taxes on time every month, every quarter, then you will be set to have a low profile. And based on your profile, based on data analysis and other risk parameters, your application will be auto scrutinized by the GST network, by the GST portal. And once that is done, in just 3 days from submission, you'll be granted a GST registration certificate in your hand, available on the common portal. Now, under this particular new scheme or simplified scheme, the condition is that one, if your GST tax per month is not more than 2.5 lakhs on only B2B sales. So if you're doing B2B sales, that's basically sales to other GST registered customers. And on that, if your GST liability is not exceeding 2.5 lakhs, then you can opt for the simplified GST registration scheme. Definitely another authentication required, like how it was in the normal scheme as well. Some more conditions. If you have obtained a registration under the simplified registration scheme in one particular state, then for another business in the same state, you cannot go for the simplified registration scheme. That means you cannot get two registrations under the simplified scheme in one state. But if you have multiple businesses in multiple states, so each such state, you can get a simplified registration. You can opt for that particular scheme and get a GST registration in 3 days. So that was one point. The second one was definitely this is not a mandatory scheme, which means you can always have the option to opt out and go for the normal GST registration scheme. So opting out feature is definitely there on the GST portal from this particular scheme. But the only condition is that you need to be compliant. You need to file all the returns up to the date till you decide to opt out. Another confusion or a question that arises after the notification rules are inserted is basically whether if I only have B2C sales, whether I can opt for this rule number 9A, rule number 14A, or the simplified registration scheme, which will be available in 3 days, or getting a registration in 3 days. So the confusion of the question here is that if I only have B2C sales, can I go for this scheme? Well, the answer, the general opinion or the expert opinion is a definite yes. If you only have B2C sales, or if you have B2C sales plus B2B sales on which the GST amount is not exceeding 2.5 lakh a month, then you can definitely opt for the simplified registration scheme and get registration in 3 days time. So if you have B2B sales above, or if you have not satisfying the conditions, you cannot go. But exclusively B2C or B2C plus B2B, but the tax on B2B not exceeding 2.5 lakhs a month, you can definitely go for this particular scheme. So there could be some clarification from the government in the coming days, whether, because this particular provision that it is available to B2C is not explicitly provided in the rule or the section which has been inserted. But definitely the government is expected to bring out a clarification and to explicitly state that yes, it is available to taxpayers who only have B2C sales or B2C plus B2B, the tax on B2B should not exceed 2.5 lakhs a month. Well, I hope I was able to make things clear through this particular video. If you like the video, you could show support to us by hitting the like button. If you want more videos like these on regular basis through way of notifications, you could also think of hitting on the subscribe button. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and thank you.